wonder how many of you here today have your cell phones with you. I would be willing to bet that every person in this room has a cell phone. Don't get me wrong, cell phones are a great advancement in technology, but what people don't realize is how detrimental their cell phones can be to themselves and to those around them. Hello, my name is Bethany Curry, and throughout this presentation, I will be giving facts and statistics about the negative effects of cell phones. These facts about cell phones can be extremely beneficial to your own life and can ultimately affect how much you use your cell phone. I found most of my information and statistics on a website from a law firm that deals directly with wrecks and injuries caused by cell phones. I also used handsfreeinfo.com in order to see upcoming laws to vote on that deal with cell phone usage in cars. These two sources were extremely helpful to me in preparing for this presentation. I also used some information from insweb.com. It seems that instead of cell phones being a luxury, they have quickly become a necessity in today's society. Cell phones are a great invention and convenient, but they also can be dangerous in the hands of careless people. These careless people that I'm talking about are people that cannot even drive without using their cell phones. In my opinion, there are two solutions in which the problem of cell phone usage while driving can be solved. In a small solution to this problem, I would suggest for everyone to just turn off their cell phones while they are in their cars. That way, they will not be tempted to use them while driving. My overall solution to this problem of wrecks caused by cell phones is that there should be stricter laws put into effect to penalize those who continue to use their cell phones. I think that a law will help to prevent future wrecks and carelessness while driving. By reprimanding the people that continue to use their cell phones while driving, I believe that wrecks will eventually decrease. In order to fully specify the facts regarding the dangers of cell phones and the solutions, I will be using a PowerPoint presentation. Cell phone use in today's society. Cell phones are a great contribution in technology, but they have also become a hazard in our world. Driving while intoxicated. 52% of 16 and 17-year-old drivers confess to making and answering phone calls while on the road. 34% admit to text messaging while driving. In 2007, driver distractions such as using a cell phone and text messaging contributed to nearly 1,000 crashes involving 16 and 17-year-old drivers. The facts. Talking on the cell phone while driving can make a young driver's reaction time as slow as that is a 70-year-old. Teens say that texting is their #1 driving distraction. Each year, 21% of fatal car crashes involving teenagers between the ages of 16 and 19 were the result of cell phone usage. This result has been expected to grow as much as 4% every year. Just say no. 48% of young Americans from 12 to 17 say that they have been in a car while a driver was text messaging. If someone is a passenger in a car where the driver texts while behind the wheel, the person should voice their opinion about how their safety should matter more to them. If you are not okay with your friend texting while driving with you in the car, then just say no. Oklahoma laws about cell phones. Current prohibitions. Drivers are required to devote their full time and attention for such driving. Fines are about $100. Drivers with permits or graduated license, teens who are prohibited from using handheld technology or to talk and text while the car is in motion. The law that's under consideration is SB 1386. This would ban text messaging by all drivers, not just drivers that have permits and license. Secondary enforcement would be fines up to $175 and $200. This is for subsequent violations. The solution to this problem. The only way to get people's attention about the dangers of cell phone use while driving is to reprimand them. Tickets and fines, I think, are the most effective way to stop careless driving and prevent potentially deadly situations. SB 1386, I think, would help to put these strict rules about cell phone use while driving into effect. There are some disadvantages of the solution given. Although that it seems like a good idea to punish those who use their cell phones while driving, these laws could also bring some issues. It will be difficult for the authorities to prove that the person is using a cell phone unless a wreck occurs. I could also see laws eventually making it illegal to even have a cell phone in a car, which I absolutely disagree with. Cell phones can still be used in times of emergencies and are needed in cars in case emergencies occur. The positives outweigh the negatives. The advantages of there being consequences to people who use their cell phones while driving are obvious, and they definitely outweigh the disadvantages. People would be afraid of the consequences, so cell phone use while driving would decline. And the people who are fined and receive tickets, the money from the fine could be used to help the community needs. Cell phone use while driving makes you a distracted driver. If you get into an accident while using your cell phone and driving, expect higher car insurance premiums. Wrecks and insurance rates would decrease because of safe driving without cell phones to distract drivers. The advantage that every person could love is that cell phone bills would decline in cost because people wouldn't be using their cell phones for a considerate amount of time. Even though it is a possibility that stricter laws will prohibit cell phone use while driving, it may take a while for these laws to be implemented. What I do urge people to do until these laws become stricter is to be stricter on themselves. I believe that we could probably save a life if we all just decide to turn off our cell phones while our cars are in motion. In conclusion, I would like to remind everyone that the time is now to prevent potentially fatal situations. Someone once told me that my phone would not self-destruct if I didn't answer it when it rang. Now, every time I'm in my car and my cell phone rings, I think about that saying, and I realize that my safety and the safety of others is much more important than that phone call. I have shared some important facts that have hopefully changed people's opinions about using their cell phones while driving. My hope is that next time your phone rings while you are driving in your car, that you will just let it ring. Thank you.